So this is the follow-up vlog to episode 5 on other people that I try to test the waters with, try to give them a chance, try to give them an opportunity, but obviously they all fell short, but you can't say I didn't try. So the first person, even before Coach, that I think I even considered giving that kind of opportunity to was this ex-NFL player that ended up living in New Mexico. We ended up meeting up in New Mexico. I'm thinking around Thanksgiving, the first year that I ever went to Arizona. I flew out of Albuquerque to get there, and so we ended up meeting up before my flight. I thought we hit it off. Everything was great. I told him that maybe, once my son is in Denver for Christmas break, we can spend a little more time together. And he wanted me to spend the whole entire 2 weeks there with him. And so I was willing to give it a chance. He was supposed to meet me in Santa Fe, and that never happened. And so it's just basically guys making broken promises or thinking that they can do something when in reality, they can't.
Men, be your word. Own your word. Own your promises. No matter what. If you say you're going to do something, do it. No excuses.
And I don't understand it. It's crazy to me. But luckily, I was still smart then that I didn't revolve all my plans around him. I ended up making my own plans in Santa Fe, going to the spa, going to the hot springs, stuff like that. So I did my little weekend trip, and then I came home instead of going all the way to Albuquerque to stay with him. And it was fine. I was okay with it. And then Coach happened, which definitely humbled me.
And now I feel stupid, I should've knew better than this.
And then after him, you guys already did hear about my situation that I had with one of my best friends growing up with and trying that out in my Love and Loss episode. So I won't go into too much detail. He always wanted to get serious, but it was just never in the cards for us. We were never on the same page or at the same place at the same time. I told him that I couldn't do long distance. I didn't want to, give him high hopes when that was just something I knew I was physically incapable of doing. But we did end up spending a whole week together. And during that week, he just kind of changed into a completely different person. Like, he was everything that I wanted him to always be. And he didn't just talk about it. He showed me with his actions and the way he changed. And I started to fall for him on a deeper level that I never had before. And I really, truly thought that this was my person. Like, we spent the whole entire week together. We went through stress together. We did everything together. We did a couple things together. And I was convinced that this was a person that I was open, wanting, and willing to spend the rest of my life with. But as soon as I admitted my feelings for him, he completely changed. Radio silence. Like, he wanted that for so long for me to feel that way. And then when he finally got it, it was just, maybe it was just an accomplishment or a trophy, something like that.
I swear, ain't shit funny when you find out that you've been being played with the whole fucking time.
Why would you play with me? Why would you lay with me? But you ain't stay with me. Now I would.
Or maybe what he was showing me the week that I stood with him was just a facade, and it was something that he knew he couldn't keep up for the rest of his life. But all you have to do is communicate to me, talk to me. And I think that one probably hurt the most because I had the most history with. Like, I truly thought we were friends before everything, and I thought nothing would ever change that. And that's honestly why I was always skeptical of wanting to be in a relationship with him, because I didn't want to ruin our friendship. I didn't want to lose what we had. I didn't want to fix something that wasn't broken. I thought what we had was great. And then after I admitted my feelings, it was like everything changed. He wasn't the same person who I thought he was. And I don't know what happened, and it really sucks. But that was definitely a hard lesson I had to learn as well, that no matter how long you've known somebody, no matter how clear their intentions are, no matter how much they show you with their actions, they can always change up on you.
When you realize the man you thought you loved was like all the rest.
Thank you. Like, you really woke me up. Like, reality check, like, you can't trust nobody.
And so where we stand now is I literally don't really ever talk to him unless it's like happy birthday is the last thing I've said to him, which was in August. And we'll see if he's texts me on my birthday. So it's more like holiday Texas, like a distant family member that you'd hardly ever talk to, which is super sad because we used to spend, I think, a lot of time together considering that we were so far apart. He was living in Vegas, I was living here, but I would see him at least 3 to 5 times a year and we would spend a lot of time together. And now, unfortunately, he's just another stranger.
Now that was a lot of damage.
And then I did rekindle kind of something, an old flame from high school, which was so funny because growing up throughout high school, throughout college, he was somebody that I could imagine marrying and having kids with. We ended up hooking up later in life. I gave him a chance to come stay with me for a while, see how he likes it, because I know he wanted that slow-paced, quiet, calm country life. So I gave him a chance, I gave him an opportunity. It never happened, but I wasn't too disappointed because I still wasn't 100% sure. Like, I need to know for sure. Like, I need to know, right, that I can wake up to you every day and go to sleep to you every night. And so it was okay. And then during the same time, I actually ended up meeting somebody else from Denver that lived pretty close to the airport, and so I thought that would be a very convenient situation to have. But he kind of made it clear that he is not into sharing. Like, he wants to be, if he's gonna hook up with somebody, it's gonna be just that person, and he would want the same respect. And so I was like, I mean, okay, I mean, you're good enough. You check all the boxes, you're everything I want. He made broken promises on spending my birthday with me and doing all these extravagant things and spending time together just like everybody else. And then I borrowed a hoodie and I told him, and he lost his shit completely. And he got so angry and so mad, and he never talked to me again. And I was like, I was gonna give it back to you. Like, I just needed it because I was half naked and I didn't want to leave your house in lingerie. Like, what? And so that was crazy. I'm glad I seen that red flag, experienced that red flag before it went any further of me wasting my time with somebody.
And every day I wake up celebrating shit. Why? Cause I just dodged a bullet from a crazy bitch.
And so you just really got to, you know, experience different situations with somebody to know whether or not that's somebody you can tolerate for a good amount of time or for the rest of your life. And so I'm glad that was very cut short and I didn't waste any time other than a weekend. And then the last person that I tried with was another person from Albuquerque, and he thought he was ready for the slow, calm, peaceful life as well. So I let him stay with me, and he did end up coming, but he only stayed 3 days, and that was definitely enough for both of us to know that's not what we wanted. Because I think it was mostly purely, obviously, infatuation, lust more than anything. Like, physically, he was everything I wanted, but mentally, he was still young too. Like,
oh boy.
Like, I don't know why my dumb ass keeps giving these young guys a chance thinking that they're gonna be like grown men, right? And so maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's something I need to fix. But not all of them were. Like, the high school flame, the ex-NFL player, they were closer to my age, even older. So, you know, I don't know what it's going to take to have somebody just man up and have their actions reflect their words and their words reflect their actions. I really don't know.
Timmy, you want to know what a real man is? The definition of manhood to me, it's the one metric where I'm like, I know or I don't know. A man does what he says he's going to do. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't want to hear it.
Amen.
I don't want to hear it. If you are a man, you do what you say you're going to do.
But I'm not going to force anybody either. I'm not going to beg somebody. I truly feel that when and if you do find your person, it should come very effortless, very easily, very natural. It shouldn't be something that you have to work too hard at.
Say, take my hand, follow me, I'm all for.
And if, like I said, we can't spend that much time together and we get to know each other and it's just something we don't want, then that's okay. That means we didn't waste either one of our times. We dipped our toe in the water, we tested it out, we found out that it wasn't for us, and that's completely fine. And I'm glad, and I'd rather do that than commit, have him move in, and then come to find out a month later, this is not what I want. And we wasted both of our time, money, feelings, energy, and everything. And so that's why I like to do these little tests. I like to make them put their words into actions. I want them to be 100% for sure all in, because I'm the kind of person that will not waste any time at all. I've been single for 10 years, so it's going to take a very, very special, assertive person that knows exactly what they want and does not question it at all to get what they want. So what I always like to say with these little experiences that I have had is no love lost, no love found, because we did what we had to do to try to see whether or not that's something we both wanted, and it just didn't work out the way that we had thought we wanted or that it planned. There has been a very, very few that I have been wanting, open and willing to give a chance, but unfortunately they just weren't the ones, and that's okay.
Don't force it. Don't force it. All right? If it's truly for you, it's for you. And I believe that you won't have to try to make it work, make it fit, make it happen. Like, yes, we got to do our part. But when you're in alignment, there's an ease that comes with that, you know? When it's for you, it's for you. Whatever it may be.